this can be placed here. Or wait. Here. There. And power can be applied to it this way. Oh. This looks correct. Now we can finally begin automating the mining. We still need coal to the smelters, however, that's not great. And of course the worst part is how much it's going to cost to install all of that conveyor belt. I'm going to start with the miner drills. Probably a good idea to unmonolith all of this into modules. So first it's mined, and then sent to the refinery to the right. Where it can then be armed into the smelters here. And that should be fine. And now that iron production has been enhanced, we can finally produce more belts, which will allow us to perform more production of iron. And so now it's become a low-grade self-feeding process. We should also upgrade this part. I mean, just looking at it aggravates me. Like this. The one electric mining drill can supply enough to overwhelm a single furnace. And it actually looks like this one should have one more in order to maximize its potential output. There. And we can use these resources to make more of those, and these, and these. What's the power drain currently? Minuscule. We have huge capacity for power generation currently. And now this system is obsolete. And so is this one. We don't need any of these anymore. And so you know what we can do? We can put them in the box. The exile box. Where we put all of the things that we'd never use anymore. And instead we can make one of these, which will supply the lower areas with coal, and one of these, which will automatically mine stone. However, we don't need that yet because we have a lot of stone already. Almost too much stone, actually. No. Yes. One of these. The shortest path to it. Well, technically that might have been the shortest. Yeah, never mind that. Yeah, it's all irrelevant. Need more iron now. And potentially more copper for the future. Yes, I believe belt and arm production is going to need to be automated first before anything else. Otherwise this is going to get ridiculous. Technically it already is ridiculous, but that's not the point. Because we don't currently have access to splitters for belts, we're just going to need to use regular arms to take things off of that belt where they're needed, which is bad, extremely inefficient. And this should be routed to the beginning of the refinery area, which is just after the ore itself. Oh yeah, we also don't have underpasses, so we can't make cross sections. Which ultimately means that we are very limited in our busing capabilities. We can technically increase iron production right now. Adding another one of these should make it so that we have 50% more production in total. Well, that's only true if we also add these two here. There. And so, well actually, we don't need to automate copper, coal yet, since it's such a low demand. I feel like preemptively upgrading this would be appropriate. There. And now that this is fully automatic, we should research science for helping with these huge problems we have. There. This is actually not future-proof. This is, however. There. And so when we get iron on both sides of this belt, it won't interfere with refinement. We can now designate the research facility to be between power and production, or power and refinement. And we're just going to make these manually first. Actually, they should go beyond production area, or off to the side from it. And the first thing we're going to need is probably going to be this thing. And then after we make that thing, we can automate the production of red science. Or science level 1. The automation science pack. That's what they're calling it these days. Technically we can automate almost all current crafting. But without the splitter belts and underground belts, I don't think we can do very much. Going to build a second one just to make this slightly faster. There. This will be the input from now on. Technically, making 2 of them makes it twice as fast, which is a huge boost compared to adding one now, which would only make it half more fast, or 50% faster. The diminishing returns. We should probably currently be crafting more of these for the next levels coming, such as not that one, this one. Oh, that's 20 needed in that case. Not ideal to be making these by hand. We're probably going to want to make 3 of those preemptively. And you can never have enough belts and arms until you have robots, in which case you can never have enough arms and chests. At that point, belts are only for mass transit. Robots are especially good for transporting items that you don't have very many of, and definitely not good for bulk transport. The power draw is still small compared to what we could do. You could make one of these. Looks like 3 of the drills can supply 5 of the furnaces. Or actually close to 4.8 furnaces. Manual crafting is a nightmare. There. We don't necessarily need belts run to these. We can have them manufacture automatically, but feed them resources manually. So just to begin with, we can have this be like this. There. That's a good start.